Alright guys, we're back. Okay, so now we're talking about being creative when trying to promote or sell a gas station. It's super important to be creative. We talked about it in previous classes, maximizing profits, especially when the owner wants to sell the gas station for a lot more than what it's worth. Okay? So if it's oh wait a minute. Oh shit. Alright, we're back. Alright, so we're talking about being super creative, being creative when trying to sell a gas station. If it's being overpriced, I guess even it's not overpriced, we have to be creative to sell the gas station. I mean, it's a tough sell. It really is. It's not as easy as you think. So take a look at the gas station, and first of all, I like to see any opportunities that the owner may have missed. For instance, if there's some space that we can lease out, if there's a lot of space, maybe if the columns are too big, we can bring them in closer and rent out a little space, maybe a taco stand, maybe a Subway, maybe a sandwich shop, whatever the case may be. Also, is gambling machines illegal or illegal in the state that you're in? They're highly profitable. Check cashing is another good incentive if you want to. That's just another way to bring in more money. Lottery. Look for things in the Excel spreadsheet that are missing. Like, okay, how about the air pumps? To put gas in. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so returning back to being creative. Now, another thing we can negotiate, I see as a lot of things being overseen or overlooked, is the credit card charges. Can we get a better deal, even a half point, even a quarter point percentage on charges? What does the contract look like? Can we get a better deal? Shop that around so we can decrease expenses and increase profits. I mean, that right there is huge. And they'll even give you a commission for signing up as well. So it's a double-edged sword. Look at the credit card, ask them what is the rates that they're charging you. 2%, 3%. Well, right now they're doing 0% sometimes for like the first 2 or 3 years. Some 1%. And if you can get that down when they're charging $100,000 per month, that's $1,000 a month minimum savings, increasing that profit. And these little dimes, these things add up huge. Okay, so we talked about things that are missing on the spreadsheet. Liquor, what else? ATM fees, ATM, negotiate those. Can we bring in an ATM if there's missing one? And we talked about check cashing. We talked about renting the space out. What else is there? I mean, it's a lot of different. What I'm trying to get at is to open your eyes. Look for opportunities there that you can present to the owner that have a very, very low entrance fee. So like it's a small investment to start doing it. Like you already have the space. We only need the little kitchen stuff to start making a kitchen, to start making sandwiches. So we can do that even if we have to start offering the services ourselves. And we could say, let's start our own little sandwich restaurant here. Yes, you're gonna have to get permits, but most likely you already have all that stuff in place. Most of them, you'll have to get the food and supply permit or whatever, the preparation permit, but it's not much. That's what I'm getting at. It's like these little things are gonna add up, and it gives more and more value. When you get that steady income, you can rent that out. You can rent it out to a whole, like, hey, I already got the business. You can actually sell it on HPAgents.com. Like my businesses are for sale, and sell it for, once you start getting your commissions or getting your money rolling, you set it up and sell it. Talked about that. We also said, okay, well, how about this? If we cannot sell that gas station, we can't sell the gas station, well, then we have to be creative, and we have to start maybe even leasing it. So let's say, for instance, just do the math. It's making $10,000 a month. $6,000 is to the mortgage. I'm just giving you an example. Then, okay, well, we need to, what would make this reasonable for someone to, it's $10,000 a month, and if we rent it out for $6,000, we just break even. What if we rent it out for $8,000? Let's try out the market. Look what the other gas stations are selling for. So a lot of people would like to do a gas station lease. So when you do these gas station leases, you can make a good amount of money, because you're going to do 5% or 6% or 10% of all the leases that are sold. So every year you'll get paid. So 1 year saves, let's just say, make it easy, $10,000 a month. Just that's easy. $10,000 a month, you're charging $120,000. Well, you can say I can do 5% of the total triple net. So it's just really easy. I'm just making the number. $10,000 times 12, 120,000 times 5% is $60,000. Maybe it's not that much. No, $6,000. So you'll get $6,000 a year in commissions every single year. So it's like a no-brainer. It's just, and then plus you'll get paid a lump sum up front. But these are ways you can be creative when selling a gas station as much as possible. And then when it comes down to it, you can lease it. So our next class is going to be about working with sellers and buyers of a gas station. That's a tough one.